How's everybody doing out there? AP Calculus! Welcome out there to another exciting year of AP Calculus, the show that prepares you, the calculus student, to help review for the AP Calculus exam, which is in how many days? How many days? It's something like that. 96 days! We're working on the graphic there. So, 96 days from now, you will be sitting for a 3-hour, actually, a little more than that nowadays, over 3-hour exam to prepare you for the calculus exam. And you, every Thursday, will get to call in. This is not an English review, thank goodness. And call in and be able to get questions that might very well appear on the AP Calculus exam on May 7th, 96 days from now. So call out in 972-925-3123, and you get to choose. We're going to try this. You get to choose between a medium, hard, very hard, or impossible problem. You got 4 choices: medium, hard, very hard, or impossible. Got our first caller here, Erica Jaguars. Erica. What's Miss Brzezinski serving out there? I know it's
we're gonna eat gourmet ice cream.
Gourmet ice cream.
Yeah.
The way you guys are screaming, I know it's pure. I know there's nothing else funny in there, right?
Nope. Right.
Hey, Erica.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for you.
Okay.
Now this picture right here.
Oh my God.
Now why did Miss Brzezinski want me to show you this picture?
Because it wasn't like a good picture.
Okay. Hey, Erica, do you want a medium, hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
Well, I am a Jaguar, so surprise me.
What's that?
I said I am a Jaguar, so surprise me.
So surprise you. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start with a hard problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. If the integral from 0 to 2 of f of x dx is equal to 6, and the integral from 0 to 5 f of x dx is equal to 1, first, what's the integral from 2 to 2 of f of x?
0.
Why?
Because it's the same. It's not moving.
It's not moving. What do you mean not moving?
It's not, like the area is not accumulating.
Yeah, area is not accumulating. Hey, Erica.
Yeah?
Jaguars.
I know.
Hey, that's great. You can look at it 2 ways. You can say, hey, right, there is no area in between 2 and 2. Or if you would actually integrate something, when you plug in 2 and subtract 2, you're going to get 0, right?
Yeah.
What about this one, Erica?
Let me see.
What about the integral from 5 to 2?
Guess. It's going to be 5.
How do you know it's going to be 5?
Because you just switch the intervals, and it's going to make it negative.
Well, we know that, we know that the integral from 0 to 5 minus the integral from 0 to 2, we know that is equal to what?
5. To 5.
Well, it's also equal to the integral from what to what?
I can't even see that.
Turn down your TV just a little bit.
Okay.
The integral from 0 to 5 minus the integral from 0 to 2
0 to 3
is equal to the integral from 2 to 5. Right? Because if you have area from like 0 to 5,
yeah.
If you have all this area and subtract out the area from 0 to 2, what you'll have left over is 2 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So we know that this is 1 minus 6 is equal to that. So we know that the integral from 2 to 5 is equal to 5. So the integral from 5 to 2, as you said correctly, is negative 5.
Yeah. Jaguars!
Wait, hold on. We got one more question now. One more question. You ready for the last one?
Hold on. I think there's a mistake.
There's a mistake? Why?
Yeah. It's 1 minus 6 is negative 5.
What's that?
From 1 minus 6 is -5,
Right,
and
right.
you wrote 5.
Okay, if that's -5, so what's the answer to that?
It's going to be 5.
And what did you say originally?
I said 5.
Okay, all right. Just checking.
All right.
All right, so therefore, right, so the correct answer to this would be 5.
Yeah.
So, okay, now, very excellent, very good. Anytime you correct me again the rest of the year, you get $1.
All right.
You're going to be... What's that? You're gonna be rich by the end of the year. Explain why f of x is greater than or equal to 3 for at least one value. Tell me why we know that f of x is greater than or equal to 3 for at least one value of x in the interval from 0 to 2.
Let me think about that one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
You want me to give it to John? Okay, I'm going to put my classmate John Kongpingda on the phone.
Okay. Oh, the great... Hey, John?
Hey.
There it is! Okay, John. Help me out, John.
I'm fine. All right. Because the integral from 0 to 2 of f of x is 6, right?
Right, from 0 to 2, we know it's 6, right?
The area is 6.
The area is 6.
So if from 0 to 2 the area is 6, we have to at least one value of x. F of x has to be greater than 3 because 2 times 3 equals 6.
Excellent. That's right. Parlez-vous français, Jean?
Oui, je parle français.
Je m'appelle Napoleon. That's all I know how to say. Hey, that's right. Because if it was less than 3,
Yeah, we could
then the area would be less than 6, right?
Exact, yeah.
We know that the area from 0 to 2 is 6, so therefore, at least what it could look like this, where the whole thing from 0 to 2, f of x is equal to 3, but we know it's got to be at least equal to
Yeah.
3, greater than or equal to 3 for at least one of them.
To be 6, yeah.
Hey, excellent job. Hey, make sure you guys call in again, okay? Hey, is Jared Olds? Is this Jared? Hello? Jared hung up on us. Our first hang up of the year. Well, let's show Jared anyway. That's the person who just hung up on us.
Hello?
Jared!
How you doing?
There it is! Hey, Jared, are you supposed to hold on to this ID badge?
No, this is last year's ID.
Is that last year's ID or is that which one?
I look mad, right?
Got it? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jared.
Yes.
How's Brandon doing?
He's pretty good.
Well, good.
He's going to Brazil for a month to go party.
That's pretty impressive. You want a medium, hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
Medium.
Medium. Okay. I hear Miss Arthur in the background giving guidance as usual. Shush. That's the first demand of the year by Miss Arthur. Okay, here we go. Medium problem. Jared, if f of x equals x squared, what's that prime of x?
2x.
How do you write the equation in a line tangent to f of x equals 4?
Okay.
Wait, if you're going to write an equation for a line tangent, what two things you need to write an equation for a line?
Slope and a point.
Slope and a point. What do we have?
You have the slope.
We
You have a point.
Okay,
We have x.
we have a half a point. We
Half
have
a
x,
point.
right?
Yes.
So if x is equal to 4, what is y equal?
16.
So the point is 416, right?
Yes.
And what's the slope?
2.
What's the slope?
2x. 2x.
Okay, and at x equals 4, what does that equal?
Oh, 8.
It's 8, right?
Yes.
So we know that we have a point, and we have, see, the derivative is the slope. The derivative is actually a formula for the slope. It gives you a formula. You need the x to figure out what the actual slope is. So therefore, Jared Olds from Brian Adams Cougarland, if you have the slope is 8 and the point 416, how do you write an equation for the line?
Y minus 16 equals 8 times the quantity of x minus 4.
All right. There it is. And you don't have, an AP exam, you don't have to simplify that. You can leave it just like that, all right?
All right.
Pretty exciting stuff, don't you think?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, Jared, call in again, all right?
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Is this Alicia Mulligan?
Yeah.
How you doing? There's some guys at Brian Adams who want to see your picture. Hey, Alicia,
Yeah.
do you want a medium, hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
What do we want, guys? We'll take impossible.
Really?
We're shooting high here.
Maybe we should try a very hard one first.
Okay,
'Cause
let's
I don't
do
want
it very hard.
This is very hard, so because we don't want to discourage everyone from calling, but the medium ones are doable. This is very hard. Okay.
All right. Give it to me.
All right. And the only reason we can do impossible next, and I just don't want to scare everyone. The third caller of the year. Here we go.
All right.
The curve y equals x squared plus c is to be tangent to the line y equals x. Find c. It looks pretty easy.
Yeah, this definitely is hard. Okay.
This is very hard.
Very hard. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get that impossible one. Okay. Why? Well,
You know what I like to do, Alicia?
what?
I like to just
we need a little help
I like to
starting.
read it before I go to but that's not really relevant. What I like to do when I see these problems is that I like to draw. It's like the line y equals x. I know what that looks like.
Right.
And it says the curve. I like to see what they're trying to ask. So y equals x squared plus c. We know x squared looks something like that. You know, this is.
Right.
So we're looking for this. We sort of need to find this point.
Okay.
And now, how can we find this point? What do we know is true about this point?
That it intersects both lines.
Okay, that's true. Okay, but that's not really going to help us out yet. What else? But you're absolutely right, Alicia. What else do we know about this point?
Its x value is the same as its y value.
That its x value is the same as its y value.
Say that one more time.
The x value is the same as its y value, perhaps.
That's true. That's true also. But what do we know about? What's another word for derivative?
Derivative, right.
What's another word for derivative? Like when you think of derivative, what else?
Slope.
Slope.
Right,
So
yeah.
what do we know? Derivative and slope. So the derivative of what is equal to the slope? We know that the derivative of this curve
Right.
at this point is equal to what? Is equal to the slope of this line. And what's the slope of this line equal to?
The slope of the line is 1.
Okay, and what's the derivative of the curve equal to?
2x.
So it's 2x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1/2. So we know this point is 1/2. What's the y coordinate? If x
1/2.
Very excellent, Alicia.
Okay.
So how can we answer this question then? How can we find c if we know this point is 1/2, 1/2?
Plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Yeah.
It's in there, you just plug it in, you get 1/2 is equal 1/4 plus c.
Right.
So c is equal 1/4.
Right.
Alicia,
Uh-huh.
that was a very hard problem, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey, great job. What's up? Is Miss Harmon serving refreshments out there?
Oh, yeah. We've got cookies and chips and all sorts of good stuff.
All right, that's pretty good. Make sure you save some for me.
All right.
Okay, see ya. Who's out there? Hello?
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 Hi.
Hi.
Jaguars again! Jaguars!
Okay, who am I talking to?
Shamika.
Shamika Joe?
Yes.
Shamika Joe?
I like that picture.
Well, it's of you. You should like it.
Yeah.
Hey, Shamika,
Huh?
you want a medium, hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
Very easy.
We don't have easy problems. This is calculus. Can you turn the TV down just a little bit?
Yeah.
You want to here's a medium problem.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Here we go. F of x is equal to 4 times 3x plus 1 raised to the 5th power. Find f prime of x and find f prime of 0.
Uh-huh. So you bring it down.
All right, could you tell Miss Kim not to interrupt my show, please?
Okay.
That was a
you
joke.
bring down you bring it down, so it'd be 20 quantity.
She's right.
3x plus 1
Uh-huh.
to the 4th times 3.
Excellent. Okay, so that's it, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to simplify this a little bit, what would you get?
60 quantity 3x plus 1 to the 4th.
Okay, and so what's f prime of 0 equal to?
60.
60, right?
Yeah.
You know who? You know what?
What?
You are Shamika Joe.
I know.
There's no doubt about it. We got a little thing here, but you know, your teacher, you know, she's pretty creative there.
I know she is.
Hey, Shamika, thanks for calling. Will you call in again so I won't be talking to myself?
Okay, I will.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. And I'll do that for you also, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Greg. Bye.
Is this the great Xavier Horton?
Hello?
Is this Xavier Horton?
Yeah, this me.
Hey, you remember me at all? When you were just a
from
youngster?
SAT.
You were just a youth.
Yeah.
Hey, Xavier. We got a picture of you there. Hey, Xavier Horton! It's a fine looking picture. Xavier,
I'm still here.
what do you think? I remember how smart you were. You want a medium hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
I'll take a hard.
Take a hard. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's a hard problem. If V is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h, what's dVdt equal to?
Alright. Okay, dVdt equals, okay, you gonna take the derivative of 1/3 times pi r squared h with respect to dt, with respect to t.
Excellent. So how do you do it? That's a great job.
Okay, you can set 1/3 pi on the outside, and then you're gonna have to use the product rule.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you take the derivative of the first, which is 2r times.
Hey, Xavier, turn down your TV just a little bit, okay? So, I'm sorry. Okay, so 1/3 pi, and then now what do you want me to do?
You're gonna take the derivative of the first,
Okay, and what's the derivative first?
2r,
If it's respect to t, what else do we have to do?
dr dt
Excellent, excellent. dr dt
times h
times h.
plus the derivative of the second, which is dh dt
Excellent, Xavier. That is awesome. Great job. Times.
times r squared.
There's no stopping Xavier Horton. The only hope is to contain him a little bit. Hey, that's a great job, Xavier. That's a great job. You know what? You may have to move up to the very hard category pretty soon, all right?
Okay.
Hey, great job, Xavier, and we'll make sure you call in again, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye.
Katie?
Hi.
Katie, what's your last name?
Sugar?
Katie Sugar?
Yeah. Felicia, I did the PSAT program.
I remember. You used to go by Catherine. So now you're more in a playful mood. Now you're Katie? Hey, how
No, I
come,
can't hear anything. Okay.
Katie, how come Mr. Irby didn't give you a picture to give to me?
Put our class picture up.
A class picture, right.
Did he send in our class picture?
He did not.
Irby! Alright, well,
Irby?
we took a cool one.
Hey, Katie, do you want a medium hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
Go with a medium hard there.
We'll go with a medium hard for 20, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it on.
Okay, if f of x is equal to that, write an equation line tangent to the graph of f at the point 0, f of 0.
Okay.
First of all, if you're going to write an equation for a tangent line, what two things do we need?
I need a point and a slope.
Okay, what do we have?
I have an equation right now.
You have an equation, and do you have half a point? Or do you have part of a point?
Well, I have the x coordinate.
You have 0, right? So
Right.
how can we find the y coordinate?
Plug in 0 for x.
Okay, and what do you get?
I'm going to get -5 on top and -4 on the bottom.
So you get negative
5 over 4.
Right. So we got a full point. Now, how do we find the slope?
Derivative.
Derivative. Derivative.
Woo!
She is.
So it'd be Heidi Ho.
No! You start with the hoe, baby!
Hody Hi, excuse me.
That's
So
right.
Yeah. So it'd be x squared minus 4
Okay.
times 2
All right.
minus 2x minus 5.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on TV, cool. Times 2x,
Times 2x.
and that would all be over x squared minus 4.
You know, we did have national sponsors, but they were Enron and Kmart, and they backed out. That's a stock joke. Never mind. All right. So that went over real well. Katie, I think maybe I shouldn't tell any jokes, right?
Well, my class wants to tell a joke.
I still remember. I remember the last time 5 years ago when Steven told a joke. So,
Stephen Nagler?
No, not Stephen Nagler.
Stephen Milbank?
Stephen Milbank. And so the Woodrow joke tellings have to be screened from now on. So, okay, what's f prime, Katie?
Awesome.
What's f prime of 0?
All right, let's see. -4 times 2 is -8 minus... that other part gets canceled out because you have an x at the
Hey,
end.
Katie, that's excellent. Okay,
And
what's
then the bottom's 16.
excellent. So it's -1/2. So that's the slope, and to write the equation, it's simply
Y minus 5 over 4 equals -1/2 times x minus 0, which is just x.
equals -1/2 times
X.
Right, or x minus 0, either one.
Right.
Hey, Katie, great job.
Hey, thanks.
And make sure Amy gets those pictures of the Woodrow clan, all right?
All right, I'll tell her.
Alfredo!
Hello?
Is this Alfredo?
No, I'm speaking for Alfredo.
You're speaking for Alfredo. What is your name?
My name's Marilyn.
What do you mean you're speaking? I don't understand. What does that mean?
He's chicken.
He's chicken? I don't have your picture, do I?
You have Alfredo's, though.
I have Alfaro.
No, Alfredo. Okay, that's him.
Oh, no, okay, I see. I got it. So I have, all right, I think I have. So I'm putting up Alfredo's picture, who is not calling, right? This is who. Now, what is your name?
Marilyn.
Mary Ellen.
No, it's Maria
Maria.
Lynn.
Maria Lynn.
There you go.
Say it real fast. It sounds like Maria Lynn. Hey, Maria Lynn.
Uh-huh.
How come we don't have your picture?
Because I'm not good at math.
You're not good at math, but you're calling for Alfredo.
Uh-huh.
I'm all confused. Okay, do you want a medium, hard, very hard, or what type of problem do you want?
Medium.
Medium. Okay, here we go. If f of x is equal to x plus sine of x, what's f prime of x equal to? And you have multiple choice here.
It's A.
It's a. Why? What's the derivative of x?
Because the derivative of x is 1.
And what's the derivative of sine of x?
And the derivative
Which-
of sine is cosine.
Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
I hear it in the background. No fair, man! Maria! Just kidding.
Yeah.
Maria Lynn.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Excellent. Good job, Maria Lynn.
All right, thanks.
Hey, wait, Maria, don't hang up here. Maria Lynn.
Uh-huh.
Next time, Alfredo has to call for himself, okay?
Okay,
That's great job.
bye.
Bye. Who's out there? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
What school?
Molina?
What school?
Molina.
Molina. And what's your name?
Emily?
Emily. Do I have your picture?
I think so.
I don't know if I have your picture.
Yeah, you do.
You sure?
It's 2 people.
2 people.
Yeah, I'm with a guy.
Hey! This is the show is PG.
No, I think it's, yeah.
I don't think I have it. Who are you with?
Myra or Reyes?
Oh, I got you. All right, here we go. There she is!
Ew.
Whoa, sorry. Hey, Emily, what type of problem you want?
Medium.
Medium. Okay, here we go. Remember way back when you used to do limits?
Yeah.
Remember those things?
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, what's the limit as x approaches 1 to the left of f of x? If f of x is equal to x squared plus 1 for x less than 1, if x minus 1 for x greater than equal 1.
2?
How do you know that?
Because the derivative of when x is less than 1?
The derivative?
Yeah. Oh, substitute.
Right. And now why are we substituting into this one and not this one?
Because we're looking for 1 from the right. From
What?
the left, sorry.
And so if it's 1 from the left, what does that mean?
That it's less than 1.
It's so right.
coming
like,
from the-
like we're plugging in point, no, and then if you plug it in there, you get like 1 plus 1 is 2, right?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this one. What's the limit as x approaches 1 from the right?
0.
Okay. And what's the limit as x approaches 1 equal to?
D and E.
D&E, baby, does not exist, right?
Yes.
Because for a limit to exist, it's got to be from the left and from the right.
Yeah,
right?
it has to be the same.
Hey, you know what, Emily?
Huh.
That's a fine job. All right, make sure you call it again, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Who's this?
Doug.
From WTY?
Huh?
From WTY?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. Got it. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Okay.
Medium, hard, very hard, or impossible?
Hi.
Hard. Okay, hard. Here you go. What is that equal to?
In the negative square root of x.
It equals negative square root of x?
Yes.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, that's not. Try. Remember,
Okay. Take square derivative of square root of x.
and what is the derivative of square root of x?
1 over radical x.
Right. Well, if you want to take the derivative of square root of x, you may want to rewrite it initially like this. If f of x is equal to this, and so you have f prime of x is equal to 1/2 x to negative 1/2, which is equal 1/2 times 1 over x to 1/2, which is equal 1/2 times 1 over square root of x, which is equal 1 over 2 square root of x, right?
Yes.
And now why are we doing that? Why are we taking the derivative of this to get this limit deal?
That's what Miss Harmon teach me how to do.
So
It's the limit definition.
it's a definition of limit, right? Because
Yeah.
remember that it's f in the limit definition. You have the limit as delta x goes to 0 of f of x plus delta x minus f of x. So this whole thing, this is what the derivative is. This whole thing is the derivative of this.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the derivative, because this formula is derived from the function. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Don't you think so?
Yes.
I think so. Are you enjoying the ice cream? No, it's cookies.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
Yes.
Yes, that's why he was.
Okay.
Yes, will.
Okay. Well, make sure you call in again. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Who's this?
This is Guillermo.
Guillermo from what school?
Brian Adams.
Cougars. That's pretty. Hey, Guillermo.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Vasquez.
Oh, Guillermo Vasquez. Oh, I remember you. Hey, Guillermo. Right. You want a medium, hard, very hard, or
give me
forget about
medium.
a medium? Okay. We got one that has Miss Arthur's. I knew she always knows. Just Miss Arthur always knows. Have you experienced anything that Miss Arthur does not know? Yes. See, she even answers that. Okay, here we go. Let G of t be the height in inches of Mrs. Arthur t years after her birth. Okay, so it's like the y value, G of t, that's how tall she is, and t represents how many years. What would the units of G prime of t? What are the units of G prime of t?
Inches. Per year.
What's that?
Inches, right? Inches per year.
Yeah, because this is the derivative is how fast it's changing, so it'd be inches per year. Excellent, Guillermo. Okay, now what can you say about the signs? Now we're not talking about like zodiac and Taurus, we're talking positive and negative.
Okay.
What do you think about the signs of G prime of 10? What does G prime of 10 mean in English? What does this mean? If we ask find G prime of 10, what does that mean? it's a growth. It's how fast the derivative is the rate of change. It's how fast she is growing when she is what?
Okay.
When g prime of 10 is when she's 10 years old. So what do we think about what's the sign of that going to be?
Is that positive?
It'd be positive, right? What about g prime of 30, which just was happened to be last year for Mrs. Arthur?
That'd be positive
It'd be positive. Why?
because it's increasing.
Well, let me ask you something. How old are you?
I'm 17.
How tall are you?
6 feet.
You think you're going to grow anymore?
A little bit, probably.
What if I ask you this question when you're 25? Do you think you'll grow anymore?
Probably not.
What about when you're 30?
No.
The rate that you're growing in inches per year would be sort of flat, right?
Right.
If we had a graph, you know how your growth, it probably looks something like this, right?
Right.
And then you just level off. You don't grow anymore, and actually, at g prime of 60, Miss Arthur is going to shrink.
So at G of 30, it'd be decreasing.
Well, I think it's probably about 0. I think it'd be about 0, right? But she'll probably shrink a little bit. But that's a long when she's 60. That's 29 years from now. So, hey, Guillermo, fine job. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, no, thank you, Guillermo. Who's out there?
Michael. Molina Jaguars.
Michael, what's your last name?
Flores. I don't think you have my picture.
I don't have your picture.
No, I was absent that day.
Absent that day. Okay.
Just think of Buzz Lightyear, and that's me.
Of who?
Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know who Buzz Lightyear is.
What?
Oh, Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear. You know what? Hey, we're gonna look for a video of Buzz Lightyear. Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
I'll just call you Buzz.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Hey, Buzz.
Yeah.
What? Medium hard, very hard, or impossible?
Since this is the first time, medium.
Medium. Okay. Here we go. Here you go.
Okay. Okay. I can't see. Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, back up a little bit. Okay, a little more. Okay. If 6 of
Says here. Let me make these bigger.
there, that's good. And they want to know what 3 to 10 is. So you have to go from 10 to 6. Wait. 3 to 6 plus 6 to 10.
What is 3 to 6 plus 6 to 10
Oh,
equal?
that's 8.
No, just hey, Michael. What's the integral from 3 to 6 plus the integral from 6 to 10?
8.
Well, yeah, but in general, it's the integral from what to what?
Oh, from 3 to 10.
It's from 3 to 10, right? The area from 3 to 6 plus the area from 6 to 10 is equal to the area from 3 to 10. So this is 7 plus 1 is equal to
8.
8.
Yeah.
Is equal to 8, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great job. Michael, Buzz?
Yeah.
That's a fine job. Did you know who Buzz Aldrin is?
I think so. I've heard of him. Isn't that the guy that walked on the moon?
You know what?
What?
That's your homework assignment in history.
Wait, this is calculus.
That's right, calculus. Buzz Aldrin, yeah, he was a MIT guy who was the second choice to walk on the moon.
Oh.
So he came in second.
Oh.
Hey, fine job, Buzz.
Okay.
Call
great.
again.
Bye.
Bye. Who's out there?
DeMarcus?
Marcus from Skyline?
Yep.
Marcus, what's your last name?
Ballard?
All right, it's good. Now, you Mr. Morrow or Miss Johnson?
Mr. Morrow?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to find you. I know you're here somewhere.
It's a handsome picture.
It is a fine-looking picture. Matter of fact, there were some girls from WTY who wanted to see you.
Oh, yeah? That's the wrong marker. That's the wrong marker.
I know. I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
All right, there we go. Now, there we go.
There we go.
That's a fine-looking picture. Hey, DeMarcus, where are you going to school next year?
I'm not sure yet. Either UTD or Prairie View.
What are you going to major in?
Electrical engineering.
All right. You have to know a little calculus for electrical engineering.
Yeah.
I know. Don't sound. You got the great Mr. Moore to help you out. You're just fine. And beside that, you got a fine-looking picture. You got. You're all set. Hey, you want a medium hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
Since I'm a rookie, I'm gonna try medium.
Okay. Here's since you're a rookie. All right. Here we go. A rookie phenom.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. If f of x is equal x times 2x minus 1 to the third, find the equation to the line tangent to f at x equals 2.
Product rule.
Hey, well, yeah, but first, I'm sorry, what two things do we need to write an equation of a line?
The product rule.
Okay, product rule, okay, that will give us a derivative. So how do we do that?
Okay, that should be 3x quantity.
Okay, say that again, I'm sorry. What's that, one more time?
That should be 3x. Yeah. Quantity 2x minus 1 to the second power times 2.
Excellent. Plus?
C.
Well, no, it's... If,
Oh,
no, that's all right. No, Marcus, that's great. No, you're doing fine. You did the first times the derivative the second, and now you got to do second times the derivative the first. What's the second? What's the second part of it? The second is what? You did it right. You did first times the derivative the second, and now you got to do second. What's the second part?
2x minus 1.
Excellent. And then what's the derivative of the first?
1.
Great job, Marcus. Great job. Okay, so that's f prime. How do we find f prime of 2? What do we do to find f prime of 2?
Plugging 2 into the x's.
Right, we plug in 2, so we get 6 times 3 squared is 9 times 2 plus 3 cubed is 27. So it's 108 plus 27 equals 135. Now, okay, that's what the slope is at 2. To write an equation of a line, what two things do we need to write an equation of a line?
The x and the y value.
Right, okay, we just have the x. How do we find the y?
South of y.
Yeah, and what do we plug in? What do we plug in to get y?
2.
Very good, excellent. So we plug in 2, so we just get 2 times 27, we got 54. So we got a point that says 254, and we got a slope of 135. How do we write the equation of line, the great Marcus Ballard?
Okay, y minus 54 equals 135 quantity x minus 2.
Hey, Marcus, fine job, Marcus, fine job.
All right, thank you.
Hey, great job. Make sure you call in again, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hello?
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 Is this Bill Massey?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How you doing, Bill?
Not too bad. How are you?
Just fine. How are you doing?
A little worried, actually, but besides that, I'm okay.
Why are you nervous?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm a little nervous too. But I really am, but that's beside the point. So, let's work through this together, all right? We can do it, Bill. We can do it.
Okay.
Where are you going to school next year?
Next year I'll still be at White.
Oh, you're only a junior?
Yes.
You have an older brother, don't you?
Older sister, actually.
I know. Mary Ellen?
Yes, Mary Ellen.
Okay, that's right. I remember. Okay. What you want, a medium hard, very hard, or impossible problem?
We're going to try for a very hard.
Whoa! All right. Here we go. Okay, here you go. Very hard. The great Bill Massey. Now, Mary Ellen Massey she was very nice. Are you nice?
Nicer than her.
Okay. If f is the function shown, which of the following must be true? Y equals f. Okay, this is the function from A to B. Okay.
Okay.
Which of these must be true? These all say A to B, by the way, if you can't see them.
Okay, I was having a little trouble.
And down
with
here it says the integral from a to b of f of x dx equals f of c times b minus a for some number c such that c is in between a and b.
B minus A.
What do we know? Hey, what was that?
Huh?
What was that?
Oh, something with the phone. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, Bill.
Yes?
You don't mind if I call you Bill, do you?
No.
Okay. Good. Well, that's his name. I was trying to be funny. Who said that?
That's Alicia.
Is that Alicia? Is that Alicia who called in earlier?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Okay. Hey, Bill. What do we know? What does this equal to?
That is the area between the function and the x-axis.
Excellent. So it's equal to this, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's equal to that. What is f of b? What is f of b?
F of B is the higher point where the y value.
It's right here, right?
equals
It's
B.
this y value, right? What is b minus a? Or what is f of b, this height, times b minus a? B minus a is this length right here.
So that would be the Riemann sum above the function.
Yeah, or a rectangle, right?
Yeah, the rectangle.
So is number one true or false?
That is true.
Right, the area would be less than the highest point times the width of the interval, right?
Yes.
And so now the second one should be a little bit easier, right?
Yes, the second one would be the rectangle under the function, and so that would be false.
That would be false?
Yes, because the rectangle under the function is smaller than the function itself.
Excellent, okay. And what about the third one?
What's C?
C is between A and B. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
If the function is curved, then that wouldn't exactly be true, but if it was just a straight function, then the rectangle between the two rectangles we already have would be the area under the function. But since the function is curved, that's not true.
Well, actually, I like the way you're thinking because it's really smart. But think about this for a second. If the area is greater than this rectangle and it's less than this rectangle, somewhere along the line there's a rectangle where the area would be exactly equal, right?
Oh.
There'd be some point where the area would the little area above and little area below it would even out exactly, right?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And now, what is this? Speaking of this, if we divide both sides by b minus a here, what does this look like on the left? What does this formula look like if we divide both sides by b minus a? What does it look like?
The average value.
Right, and that's exactly how the average value, f of c, represents the y value that represents the average, and that's how the average value of formula is derived, actually. But it makes sense visually, doesn't it, that there has to be some point, if the area is too much for the smallest rectangle and too much for the biggest rectangle, there's got to be a rectangle in the middle. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Hey, Bill, that's a fine job. Fine job. Don't let Alicia interrupt you anymore, okay?
Okay, I
All right, great job. Drew Davenport,
What's up, Mr. Fleischer?
what's going on?
Not much. You know, you could put my picture up, but Miss Arthur forgot to take the picture in calculus the other day.
You know what?
What?
I understand.
So Miss Arthur does not know everything because she doesn't know when to take
Okay,
the picture.
all right. She does know everything. You are wrong.
Okay.
Hey, what do you want? Medium hard, very hard, or impossible?
Do you have medium/hard?
Medium slash hard. Okay, medium slash hard. Here we go.
But make sure it's possible.
Make sure it's possible. Okay, here you go. Medium slash hard.
Okay.
Here we go. I like this one.
That means I'll like it too.
Oh, Drew.
Okay.
Gee, now don't give our secrets away.
Okay.
Okay. If this is a graph of f prime of x, what does the graph of f of x look like in y?
Okay. Okay. That graph says it crosses the y-axis at 3.
Very
right?
good.
So it's a horizontal. That means the slope is always 3.
Okay, slope is always 3.
It's always it's a slanted line, and the slope is always 3.
Okay, so basically it could look like this, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's a line, by the way, people. or,
As
it could look like this,
you
right?
need a straight edge.
I know I do, but I'm too lazy. Or it could look something like that. What's another? I really like how you thought that through. That was excellent. You should call Miss.
All right, thank you.
You should call Miss Arthur and thank
That's all,
her.
Miss Arthur, Mr. Fleischer.
I know it is.
Yeah.
But basically, if the slopes are always 3, then the line is linear. Now, what's another way to look at it? Or what's another way to think about it like that?
That the slope's always 3. So the lines, if the slope is a straight line, that means the line is linear.
Excellent. If it's a horizontal line, if it's a constant, it means the function is linear. Or you could
If
actually.
it's curved, it's not linear.
That's right.
That's right. If it crosses the axis, you got minimums and maximums.
Well, it's only linear if it's a horizontal line.
Yes.
Now, what about this one? What about if you could actually solve this? I guess it would be algebraically, or just write it out and take the integral.
You can integrate it.
Right, and the integral of 3 is what?
3x.
3x.
That's right.
3x.
Hey, is there something else?
3x.
3x plus c.
There you go. 3x plus c. Right. Hey, Drew.
Yes.
Fine job, Drew.
Thank you, and
No, thank you.
thank you, Mr. Fleischer.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Great job. Calling again. Who's this?
Ernest. Jaguars.
Hey, Ernest. Do I have your picture?
No.
I don't. Well,
No.
then I'm gonna stop looking.
Okay, that'd be good.
Hey, Ernest. What's your last name?
Esparza.
Ernest Esparza?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Pretty cool. Hey, you want a medium, hard, very hard, impossible?
Medium.
Medium, okay.
Yeah.
Who said hard?
Miss Brzezinski.
Miss Brzezinski?
Yeah.
See,
She's a little drunk on ice cream.
I know that. You know Miss Brzezinski, look what she gave me here. See this here? Can we show this?
It's on the screen, can't see.
I know, we're gonna
okay.
show it.
That's our special if we do good.
I'll tell you. Those sound effects, they're compliments of the great Homer.
Homer?
Okay, Homer. It's actually Michael now. But anyway, okay, here's a medium problem. If the graph shown above is f prime, if this is f prime, when is f increasing?
Can you zoom in?
I'll zoom in. Hey, by the way, I'll even do this for you.
Okay, if the function
Wait,
is...
let me ask you something for a second.
All right.
Fill in the blank. A function is increasing when blank.
The first derivative is positive.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
So the function is positive between -3 and -1 and from 2 to infinity.
If f is greater than 0 on -3, -1, and 2 to infinity. Let me ask you something. Would it matter if I did, for the AP purposes, would it matter if I did this instead?
No, always use parentheses.
Yeah, always use, right, there you go. Always use parentheses, but actually it wouldn't matter. You're right. You're always safer using parentheses, right.
Never bracket.
Right, brackets, you know what brackets are? You know what brackets are?
They're some square things.
Brackets are bad.
Bad.
Right, only use brackets if you're talking about an interval that has an equal sign in it. But that's excellent. Hey, Ernest
Yeah.
Esparza,
Yeah,
get your picture out, all right?
I'll get it.
There's some ladies at TJ who want to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, who's next? Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
Win.
Min
Win.
Win? Hi, Win.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous too. So how you doing today?
You already asked me that.
No. I think I said, how are you? I said, how are you doing today?
Good.
What'd you have for lunch?
Shrimp and...
Ooh. They serve
Yeah,
shrimp at Bryan Adams?
Yeah.
Wow. Did everybody, they have shrimp?
Yeah.
Like fried shrimp?
Yeah, they're not that good.
They're not that good. Shh. Okay, well, would you want a medium hard? I don't have any other casual conversation.
I do.
Okay, medium hard, very hard, or impossible problem, Win?
Medium one.
Medium.
Oh yeah, Miss Arthur said Drew from Hillcrest did a good job.
Okay, Drew's still watching, we'll tell him. Okay, Win? The integral of x to the cube minus 3x dx is equal to, and we have multiple choice for you. No, Miss Arthur. If Miss Arthur talks, just.
Please zoom in. That's what was Ms. Arthur
Okay.
said.
Well, then you.
I have old eyes.
Well, you don't need to see it. Only Win needs to see it.
Okay.
Just for that, Miss Arthur, you lose. What you lose now are the multiple choice answers. I love this power. Ha ha.
Okay, I want
Win.
to see the answers.
No, what's the integral of x cubed minus 3x? You can do it.
That's x to the 4th over 4
Okay.
minus 3x squared over 2 plus c.
Plus c, right? Hey, Win.
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Win?
No.
Will you call in again?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for calling in. Bye.
Hello?
Oh boy. Is this Brian Ackerman?
This is Brian Ackerman.
How you doing, Brian?
All right, how are you?
I don't
Am I
know.
the 15th caller?
You're right. You win.
All right.
You win. What you win is Alicia from WTY. Okay, no, just kidding. I know. I heard you. I heard you talk about her. So, hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Medium, hard, very hard, or impossible?
Give me the hardest one you got.
Okay, I'll give you. All right. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, we'll give you a real hard one here. Here you go. Where'd they go? I left the hard ones here. I'll just give you. What's he doing out there?
I don't know what they're doing.
Here, I'll tell you what. I can't find the impossible ones right now, but here, try this one.
Oh, that's way too hard. Okay. The limit from the left side as it goes to 2, so you plug in 2 and it 2 for x, and it's 0 on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you got no value, and
Hey, you got no value.
no, I was talking to you. You can't.
No,
turn
I'm
around.
talking to you. Is that Obi?
What?
Okay, so what do we think, Brian?
All right, so you got. There's no value at 2, and coming from the left side, it's -1, and coming from the right side, it's 1.
Wow, how'd you come up with that? Was there divine intervention?
Yeah.
Okay, because you have to rewrite this really. This thing is really two things. If x is greater than 2 or greater than equal to 2, what does this equal? Like if you plug in a number greater than 2, what do you get?
Greater than 2, you get 1.
Right, if you plug in 5, absolute value of 5, the absolute value is not, it doesn't even matter. If you plug in a number greater than 2, the absolute value is superfluous, extra.
Right.
So it's x minus, it's like it doesn't even matter that the absolute value is there. So if x is greater than or equal to 2, it's 1. And if x is less than 2, I'm sorry, greater than 2. Greater than 2. If it's less than 2, if x is less than, plug in a number less than 2, what do you get?
If it's less than 2, you get -1.
Right, because up top, the absolute value, what it does, it makes that if it's less than 2, the top becomes positive and the bottom is negative. So it's really like x minus 2 all over negative x minus 2.
Right.
Okay, so therefore that, if you cancel that out, that equals -1. So when you look at this, the limit, the 2 from the left, you like plug in 1.99999, you get -1. So what the graph would look like is something like this. At 2, there is no... At 2, there is no value, but greater than 2, the answer is 1, and less than 2, the answer is -1. So coming from the left, the answer would be -1. Does that make sense, Brian Ackerman?
I have to say that I agree with you on that one.
Well, I'm glad that you do. Hey, make sure you call in again, okay? And tell Irby to email me the joke so we could screen it.
All right.
Do you know Stephen Milbank?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
He
Saw him
ruined
a couple of weeks ago, actually.
Yeah, and did Irby tell you what he said?
What?
Did Irby tell you what he did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, not nice, right?
No, not very nice.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Wait,
Hello?
James?
Yes, sir?
What school?
As you can tell, W2 White.
Is this, what's your last name, James?
Chavez.
James Chavez?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to see you. I can't see you. Hey, hard, medium, very hard, or impossible?
Well, since the show's almost over, we'll go for a medium.
Ooh, you know what? You know how much time we have left?
About 5 minutes.
No, 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
All right, then.
So, the okay, here we go. James, is that funny?
Yeah, that's a joke.
If this is F prime, James, you're James Chavez.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget that. You are James Chavez.
Yes, sir.
If the graph shown above is y equals f prime of x, then for what values of x does f have a relative max? F has a relative, well, you guys, everyone's talking to you at the same time, so f has a relative max when blank.
Sir?
When does f have a relative maximum?
That'll be -1.
Why?
Because it's positive above the x-axis.
Wait, don't say it's positive. What's positive?
The derivative is positive above the x-axis and negative below the x-axis. And it intersects at -1.
Hey, that's excellent, James, because if you do it like this,
Yes.
do you do this little chart thing?
Yes, sir.
Negative, positive, negative, positive. Let me get that. So, this is full justification on the AP exam. If you did actually this little chart and then said, if you showed this and then said x is equal to -1, or x has a relative max at -1, show this chart, you get full credit, James Chavez.
Sounds good.
Hey, let me ask you another question.
Sir?
What about if f has a relative min?
Relative min would be -3.
It would be -3, right?
Yes, sir.
And
2.
and 2 because of this little chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's a little harder question.
Wait, I thought the show was almost over.
Well, I got to stall for another minute 25 seconds.
All right, then.
Okay, so you're the man. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, you asked me a question about this. Can you think of a question I could ask you about?
Okay, at what interval is it concave up and concave down?
When f is concave up and concave down?
Yes, sir.
F is concave up. Thank you for asking me. F is concave up when f double prime is positive. F double prime is positive when f prime is increasing. So I want to know when f double prime is positive. So f double prime is positive. Hopefully I could still do this. When f prime is going up, going down, going up. So therefore, f is concave up on the interval from -infinity to -2 and 0 to infinity. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We already had that answer. We were just double checking.
Okay. Hey, James?
Sir.
Hey, make sure you call again next week, all right? Great job.
All right.
All right, have a good week. Yeah, 96 days. Next week there'll be 89 days left. You all have this is a beautiful day to do calculus. Raining, nothing else to do. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday. Thanks. Bye.